Alright, so we're still here live from the Castillo Clubhouse. World of Maryland, US of A. It is back to boxing business, brought to you by Davis Boxing Promotions. And we're on for this very special super welterweight encounter over 6 rounds. Crisanto Lucio comes up against Antonio Castillo Jr. At this point, we have Antonio Castillo Jr. in the ring, and we await the arrival of Crisanto Lucio. On the tail of the tape, 25 years to 38 years. Lucio 25, Castillo Jr. 38, 153 pounds apiece in terms of weight. Slight significant height advantage for Lucio, 4 inches taller. And then we have a reach advantage for Castillo Jr. Both boxers of
Crisanto Lucio, obviously the favorite of the two fighters coming into this fight with a better record, and Antonio Castillo Jr., who is coming from Ohio for this particular fight, has only won 2 career fights and lost 4 before tonight. Can he secure his 3rd victory against the highly favored Crisanto Lucio, a native of World of Maryland, where this fight is taking place tonight?
Much younger Lucio made his ring entrance. Very, very confident, in high spirits. Castillo Jr. also brimming with verve. This one is gonna be explosive. Wonderful, wonderful event by Eric Davis and Davis Promotions matchmaker Brian Hiller.
In the super welterweight division. Your referee once again, Eric Zari. Introducing the principals first. Right now, the blue corner, he's wearing the white trunks. He weighed in at a rough and tough 153.6 pounds. And he has 2 victories, both of them coming by way of knockout hill from the young man in Ohio. Here is the Mexican muscle, Antonio Castillo Jr. Opponent fighting out the red corner. He's wearing black. He weighed in identical to his opponent, 153.6 pounds. His progression stands at 8 wins, 1 loss, 1 loss, 1 draw. 4 KOs to his credit. Originally from Colorado Springs, but he now calls Waldorf, Maryland home. Fight fans, here is Crisanto Lucio. The final instructions.
Let's get money, Crisanto. Easy money.
6 rounds or less.
Alright, so referee Eric Arizari just issued out final instructions to the boxers. And they're ready to roll at this point. Crisanto Lucio, Antonio Castillo Jr. It's time.
So we are underway with this particular super welterweight encounter. Both fighters coming in with identical weights made at yesterday's mandatory weigh-in, 153.5 pounds each. Who carries the day here? Will it be Lucio or Castillo? 2 Americans going at it.
Yeah, of course, a very cautious start to the bout by Crisanto, the younger boxer, taking it easy, trying to size up his opponent. He goes in with a couple of flurries. Very, very calm and composed in there, but very, very explosive and dangerous when he decides to go on the attack. Is Crisanto Lucio.
So it's the round 1 here of this particular show on the Davis Boxing Promotions event. They call it the Back to Boxing Business here in Maryland, United States of America. We've already seen some pretty nice fights tonight. Lots of debutants on show. And currently, Lucio looking for the 8th win of his career against the vastly experienced Castillo, 38 years of age, began his career in 2018. A few years before Lucio also took to the professional game.
Yeah, Lucio indeed had his debut in 2021 July against Isaiah Graham and winning by TKO in the very first round. And tonight he comes up against a very, very solid opponent, Antonio Castillo. Very, very aggressive start to this one. And I like the demeanor and posture of Lucio. Very composed in there, paying attention, and he lands one on Castillo Jr. Castillo in all kinds of troubles, but he tries to weather the storm. Lucio, very accurate with his punches, very clinical in his delivery, dishing out salvo after salvo on Castillo Jr.
And it's fair to say that round number 1 went the way of Lucio. He makes me remember the Brazilian football defender Lucio, who used to play for Bayer Leverkusen back in the day and also played for Brazil in, I think, their 2002 World Cup winning squad. He was a central defender. But here we are talking about Antonio Lucio, the boxer, who tonight is taking on
the Crisanto Lucio against Antonio Castillo Jr. And talking about Crisanto Lucio, his only loss in his career was to Andre Lamb in 2023 January at the Shed Dockyard. Lost on point over 6 rounds.
It's a different story altogether for Antonio Castillo Jr., who has 4 losses thus far in his 6 fights career. Sorry, this is 7th career fight.
All right, so round number 2 underway for the 2 pugilists. They enter into a slugfest. Castillo coming in very strong, but Lucio standing his grounds and giving him no inch at all.
It's already looking to be a good night for Lucio, not giving Castillo any chance at all.
Yeah, Castillo tries to come in swinging, but I love the work of Lucio. He comes in behind that jab. Everything that he does starts with a jab. Very, very fast, polished hands. Beautiful combination work from Antonio Lucio. From Crisanto Lucio, I beg your pardon. Super welterweight encounter. And Crisanto Lucio, he goes by the nickname Chingon. I wonder what it means. But a 25-year-old born in Colorado Springs in the US of A, but now residing inside Waldorf, Maryland. Very, very promising at this point. Very, very tactical fighter. He doesn't waste punches. He ducks one in there. And Castillo still very dangerous with those lunging, swinging roundhouse punches. He lands one and you know it's game over. But then, of course, the young Lucio, very, very wary of that. Good defensive work by Lucio doesn't allow Castillo to come in at all. Tries to do everything on the inside. Whenever Castillo tries to come in, he just steps back and drops those dangerous counters. Nice combination work from Crisanto Lucio.
It's going so well for Lucio so far, the game plan. Stay back, hit, don't get hit. And using the jab. And there you could see him landing another very good combination once again from Crisanto Lucio.
Yeah, Crisanto Lucio, actually his full name is Crisanto Antonio Lucio. So, I made no mistake when I referred to him as Antonio Lucio. Bell goes and of
today's fast-moving digital world, your online presence isn't optional, it's essential. That's where Spiderweb Development comes in. We create smart web and digital solutions built for growth. From custom-built websites that captivate to SEO strategies that put you on the map, we ensure your brand not only looks good, but performs. Whether you're a startup, a growing brand, or an established business, Spiderweb Development is here to make sure you stand out. Call us today at +233 595 062209 or email info@spiderwebdevelopment.com. Visit us at www.spiderwebdevelopment.com. Spiderweb Development, spinning smart web and digital solutions.
What's that issue? Get back to the jab. Yeah,
So we're back to round number 3 here in Maryland. Antonio Castillo versus Crisanto Lucio, super welterweight 6th rounder.
wow, very nice work there from Antonio Castillo, and probably his best punch of the fight so far. Landed lunging right hand.
He's just returning from the corner, so he may have received some tough instructions there because clearly they knew the first 2 rounds didn't go well for them and he had to do something instead stanza to start getting back into this fight. He goes in with a swinging left punch from the distance, but Lucio goes in attack mode, chasing Castillo all over the ring. Lucio versus Castillo. Super welterweight encounter on the Davis Boxing Promotion Gold here in Maryland, United States of America. They call it back to boxing business. And tonight, some young pretenders, young, highly rated future stars have been in this ring trying to impose their superiority on different opponents. And the show continues here in Maryland.
Castillo Jr., the chap from Toledo, Ohio, 38-year-old, but he is dishing it all out. He is living everything in the ring. Third installment of this very wonderful show right here by Eric Davis' Davis Boxing Promotions. Super welterweight affirm here. And Lucio pins Castillo to a corner, dishing out punch after punch. And are we going to see an end to the fight over here? But Castillo holds on for dear life. My word.
Just a graphic design that grabs attention and branding that sticks? one name stands out: Fire Night Tech. Launching a business, promoting an event, rebranding? We bring your vision to life with bold, creative designs that speak volumes. Stunning posters and flyers that turn heads, high-quality large format printing, and custom cloth branding. Need it fast? Need it clean? Need it to wow? Fire Night Tech delivers. Call us today at +233 55151 6402 or email firenightech@gmail.com. Fire Night Tech. Create, design, print.
There you have in the corner of Crisanto. Lucio seems to be energized, ready for round number 4. Go in. The boxers moving to action. Of course, a lunging overhead right from Crisanto. From Castillo Jr. to begin the round, and there seems to be a clash of heads of a sort. The referee will bring the medical personnel to see to
Lucio, I think he's the one who has had a cut from that accidental headbutt, clash of heads. This could be a very key point in this fight. And they've been attended to by the ringside physician. Castillo Jr. ready to take advantage of the latest development in this particular fight. Can he do it? But no, it's Lucio who is once again in attack mode here.
wild swinging punches from both boxers. Lucio at this point has thrown caution to the wind, but his adversary is not relenting, coming back with full force and going to a place. Jump shield went out for Lucio, but referee Eric has restored it. Right back in the fight continues. KG affair, and it seems like the cut on Lucio has brought some kind of a rise in momentum for Castillo Jr.
He's had some renewed energy following. You could see how he was getting ready for the restart there, and he's been straight in action since, trying to destabilize Lucio. And Lucio is in all kind of discomfort at this point in time, as this could possibly be the best period of the fight for Castillo.
Yeah, of course, he should be able to take advantage of that. That card might be a real border on Lucio, and probably when the bell goes and he hits the corner man, the catman will have to do a very good job of the boxer in order to stop the bleeding.
Definitely. It's to recover and take control of this fight once again, as you saw him doing in the opening 3 rounds until this unfortunate development.
And of course, and his opponent really knows that if he's able to apply more pressure and the bleeding becomes excessive, it would result in the bout being stopped. So he's not going to back down, going all out. The brawl continues. Back to boxing business. Here, Maryland, US of A, it is Antonio Castillo Jr. against Crisanto Lucio, end of round number 4. Another thrilling round.
A round in which Castillo finally had a say in this fight, and you can see the cut suffered by Lucio still being attended to in his corner. They have to do something about the situation because Castillo is definitely going to target that spot more going forward in this fight. 4 rounds down, 2 to go. It's a super welterweight contest. And this David Boxing Promotions will get back to boxing business. Fight night. We are live on KA Sports Boxing as we get ready for the commencement of round number 5. Lucio is still being attended to by the ringside doctor. The cat proving a big hindrance here for the 25-year-old.
Huge disparity between the two boxers, 25 years and 38 years. Boxers split back into action right at the front of the bell. Action continues to round number 5.
Castillo is still being more aggressive, trying to take the fight to Lucio, who clearly is suffering the effects of that cut and not really fighting as he was in the first 3 rounds, but still Lucio attacking and landing some good punches here in round number 5. The show continues on KA Sports Boxing, Combat Sports channel. You can transfer all your live broadcasts anytime. The show is still going here in round number 5. Lucio versus Castillo Jr. Two fighters sizing each other up here in round number 5. Lucio's output has decreased tremendously since the cut in round number 4. But Castillo struggling to penetrate the defense of Lucio, who goes in attack mode. But Castillo is holding on tightly, trying his best to disrupt the attacking motion of Lucio.
Of course, Castillo exerted a lot of energy when he thought he would be able to take out Lucio because of the cut, and that has made him to be a bit of weary and fatigued. His legs quite wobbly, eating some hefty shots here. Castillo Jr., he has really done well. He has really given his younger opponent a very solid fight so far. Very entertaining night of boxing here in Maryland. Davies Boxing Promotions back to boxing business live on KA Sports, and the bell goes for end of round number 5.
Definitely. So we are back with the final round in this particular super welterweight contest here in Maryland, the Bishop Davis Boxing Promotion, event. They call it the Back to Boxing Business. And it's Lucio taking on Castillo. 5 grueling rounds gone by, nothing to separate the two fighters. Lucio was a bit dominant the opening 3 rounds, but suffered a cut above his eye due to a clash of heads in round number 4, and the momentum has swung the way of Castillo ever since. But Lucio came back strongly in round number 5 and looks to close out this fight here in the final round. Live in Cage Sports Boxing, your #1 source for live broadcast of combat sports action from any corner of the globe. A referee having some tete-a-tete with Castillo, but the show continues. Lucio goes on the offensive, attacking and landing some good punches here in round number 6 as Castillo is still struggling to get back some kind of control in this particular fight. It's all Lucio here in round number 6. Castillo keeps backpedaling as Lucio keeps attacking. How is this one going to end? It's still a close one to call, even though Lucio has had some very good moments throughout this fight.
Well, Lucio, of course, has had his moments, but this fight largely has belonged to the younger boxer in the he has been able to survive a cut. He has survived some scary moments from Castillo Jr. He's still going in there. Exerted dominance in there. Showed great heart, great skill, great footwork. And very, very determined guy, pushing his older opponent on the back foot, landing some hefty punches, and that punch right there wobbled Castillo Jr. Castillo has over. There goes the end of the bout. What an entertaining affair it has been. Crisanto Lucio, Antonio Castillo Jr. Davis Boxing Promotion, Back to Boxing Business.
Castillo did all he could.
The official score is as follows. Judge Alden Chodash and Judge Paul Wallace both scored it 60-54. Judge Steve Rado saw it 59-55. All to the winner by unanimous decision. Crisanto
Crisanto Antonio Lucio has emerged the victorious boxer of this particular show via a unanimous decision. All 3 judges deciding, agreeing that Crisanto Lucio clearly edged this contest here in Maryland. Back to business boxing event presented by Davis Boxing Promotion.